Hi, Base Lightning here, and just out on a nice scenic cruise today. It's a beautiful day here in northern Vermont, almost into fall here, and I just wanted okay, I don't know. I guess I can't speak, but so I wanted to do another topic discussion, another driving mode discussion. This one is kind of cool, and I've done so many different combinations with weight modding and tires and all kinds of stuff with the modes and just all kinds of different stuff. And basically, if you want to get the old school muscle car feel with the soft steering, go to custom mode, transmission track, traction street, steering street, paddle shifters off. So you're not going to get your MPGs because you are in track mode, with the engine and transmission. However, this does give you, this is kind of hard. Is comparing it to old school muscle, it would be like the old school muscle cars that had power steering, but it was like real soft and it kind of wandered a little bit. This doesn't wander because the car is only 2 years old, but but it gives you that old school feel. And then being that the traction is on street, you're going to get real good launching performance. The rear end isn't going to kick out the torque management to the rear axle or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, it really accelerates hard, but it gives you a smooth ride, smooth steering. Yeah, very cool, and it's different. It gives you a different driving impression, or at least it gives me a different driving impression. So listen, nothing crazy here today. I've got my kid in the back, so I'm not going to be doing 100 plus mile an hour or whatever pulls, but the exhaust note is amazing, of course, in track mode, just like it is in sport mode. But it's really, for me, it's about that you get the maximum engine performance and transmission and throttle response and exhaust note that goes along with that, without the rigid feel of everything in track mode. It really does work good. It's a good combination here. I haven't used it that much, but I'm starting to now because it's kind of cool. It launches you really well because the traction control, the ESC is completely on. So there's no partial stability control or minimize or any of that kind of stuff. And you're not getting that trade-off that you get with everything in track mode or everything in sport mode. I do like everything in sport. That's cool too. Gives you kind of a different feel, general enthusiast driving. But this here gives you maximum engine performance, fastest shift speeds, and yet you're comfortable. It's softer suspension, or the softest setting, and it's the softest steering. So for enthusiast driving, absolutely put it in this setting on your Scat Pack or Hellcat. Definitely very cool. Old schoolish. You're getting that exhaust note. Oh, I gotta watch out here. There's tractors working and everything else. Just because we're in a rural area doesn't mean there's not traffic, But yeah, I mean, just very cool all the way around as far as smoothness. Now, if you're doing any kind of autocross, I would recommend everything in track. Any type of twisties or, tight turn radius stuff, mountain twisties or autocrossing, any of that kind of restricted driving situation, you want to absolutely you know, everything in track or everything in sport, because you're going to get everything tightened up. You want your suspension stiff. Another tractor working. And you know, you want everything stiff or stiffer, like in sport mode. Medium stiffness I would call sport mode, with steering and suspension. Your performance suspension, you know, it tightens up for a reason. It's for the handling characteristics. You know, if you honestly, if you're doing twisties with it in this setting, you can still do it, but you're going to get a little more body roll because, you know, again, the suspension is in its softest setting, and the sway bars will help you with that, obviously, but they're only going to do so much. You know, you need the assistance of the SRT dashboard to bring you the rest of the way in terms of driving characteristics and what you're looking for in your 392 or your 6.2 liter Hellcat, whatever your vehicle that is driving. If it's Dodge, Challenger, Charger, anything modern from 015 on up, this will apply. Although I don't think the early Scat Packs have track mode. I think it might be just Super Track Pack with sport mode. That's what my other Challenger had. It just had Super Track Pack with sport mode, custom mode, and default. But I like these newer ones. They have more options. And you know, you can mix it up like this. This is really cool how you can take and, you know, and basically build your own vehicle performance the way you want it. I don't know if this guy's turning, got his blinker on like a half mile before the turn, which probably isn't a bad idea. See, I mean, you still get the vicious acceleration in track mode. Yeah, everything is soft and comfortable. You know, that's what's cool about this custom mode setting that I'm doing the narrative on today. I'll stay on topic, you know. So we're coming up to a little corner, no big deal, just a little one, not bad. You know, it's still good in the corners. It still handles good for a muscle car. Remember, this is a muscle car. It's not a, you know, a track car or a corner carver, you know, like its competitors. It's not supposed to be that. They didn't design it for that. This is a drag racer, you know. So considering I can get good twisty performance out of a drag racer, that's pretty good. Not the best out there, but you get good performance. Now try that with an old school muscle car from 1970. Yeah, that's just not gonna, you can do it, but you're gonna get extreme body roll. It's not gonna handle, not as good as these modern muscle cars, not even close. And they're not as fast. This 392 will beat pretty much any muscle car from that era. Those are all running in what, the 14s, 15s, some in the 13s, high 13s. Yeah, this is an 11-second car right out of the showroom, so there you go. Not that I don't want to get into numbers, but because this isn't really what the experience is about for me, isn't just numbers. You know, it's about the experience, the engagement. Now, you get more engagement with a manual transmission, obviously, but you also get slower times. And there's the numbers again. All right, there's a big truck. Let's see if he's going to let me. Yeah, okay, I stopped first, so. See, I just took that corner, I don't want to say hard, but, you know, pretty quick. And I did get more body roll. Now let's do a little pull right here. Alright, get on the Brembos, slow it down. Now you can see now, I just hit a pretty big bump back there. You could hear it, I'm sure, on the video. Now, if that was in track mode with the suspension, I would have felt that right up my back, you know. I barely felt it. It was just like boom, little bump, you know. So I got the octopus cam kind of floating in the middle here, but that's about it. I just wanted to cover that topic for today. Thanks for joining me. We're almost into fall here. Muscle car season will be coming to a close here in northern Vermont, well, and the entire New England. Probably a couple months, but it depends on the weather. And I'll be getting the snow buggy out, and I might do a little bit of video with that, but, you know, let's face it, it's it's an all-wheel drive light SUV. There's nothing that exciting about it, but it is good in the snow, and the heater and AC work, and it's road legal, so there you go. And I don't have to drive this in the salt. So thanks for joining me. Street Muscle Diaries, and Base Lightning is out.